Hello and welcome back to Crystal Coast Real Estate Television. I'm Bill Hitchcock. We're coming to you from the Maritime Museum in Beaufort, North Carolina, and here's why. It's what I'm standing on. Concrete Decor, a national magazine. We had Royal Coat, based out of Morehead City. They did some work here that won them a national award. So we've got Barry Kreger with Royal Coat. Barry, thanks for being here today.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
Now, it's very interesting what happened. You did some work here, a restoration project for the Maritime Museum. What exactly happened?
Well, the Maritime Museum contacted us because they'd had a water leak right here in their lobby area, and it buckled their floor. They had a beautiful wood floor, and it buckled the floor up, and they needed something to take care of that. So they called us out. We came out and evaluated the existing floor to see what we had to do.
Well, we actually looked into trying to have the floor repaired with the original hematite, but unfortunately those trees are endangered because of a disease, so they are very limited, and it was extremely cost prohibitive to repair the floor. So we decided to go with Royal Coat because we wanted a floor that mimicked a wood floor but could also stand up to unfortunate events such as water.
This is not wood. This is absolutely amazing. How on earth, Barry, were you guys able to do something like this?
This is actually a technique that we developed about 2 years ago. Lay tape lines down in a wood pattern. Then we'll pour concrete on it. Then we trowel it out. We take brooms and we brush the brooms to give it this texture. And we use various coloring techniques to add the different colors. And then we even do the knot holes with a different texture. And we also have nail holes that we put in to make it look like it's actually been nailed to the floor.
So this is not, you didn't paint it on, this isn't like a wallpaper or anything. You did this by hand.
That's right. Everything you see here came out of a bucket. We actually poured it down, troweled it out, and then textured it to look like wood.
You know, we have a lot of visitors come in here that they don't even realize it when they walk in. They look at it, they see it, and they think it's wood. And when they actually stop to look at it, when we tell them it is concrete, a lot of the times they don't believe us. They actually want to feel it for themselves, and they get down and feel it and then still ask us, are you sure this is really concrete? It stays cleaner, a lot easier. I mean, the other floor, because it was wood, you could see some of the traction, you could see some of the dust that was on the floor, and with this, it looks clean all the time, and it has a very nice sheen to it. So it looks fantastic all the time.
This application is perfect for, especially here at the beach, because with hurricanes, floods, that sort of thing, literally it can be underwater for days and days. You just simply hose it out, shovel the mud out the door, and it's perfect again, because it is concrete.
Tell us a little bit more about this award. You didn't even know that you had won it, did you?
No. We submitted the project because of its interesting, its interest. We submitted the project. I entered it. Didn't even know that we had won the contest until the magazine showed up at my door and showing that we'd received the public recognition. And
then you were able to go out to Las Vegas for a particular convention, and like 80,000 copies of this magazine with your feature article in here that you won was in that.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was a lot of credibility, a lot of recognition was given to us just because of this particular award.
Well, one other thing I wanted to bring up is that while you were doing this work, what were some of the challenges that you had? Dust was one of them, because you had to grind concrete down, didn't you?
This project had a couple of obstacles. One, obviously they have a very high ceiling, and because of it being a museum, we had to keep the dust down and keep the dust from going into the other parts of the museum.
They came in and they actually draped the entire lobby area, and it was a challenge because we do have an open floor plan which goes straight up to the second floor. And because we are a state agency, we wanted to stay open as much as we could during business hours for the visitors. So we actually had the lobby closed, but we still were able to access the exhibit hall and the auditorium.
Well, Barry, congratulations. Again, we're down here at the North Carolina Maritime Museum in Beaufort, North Carolina. If you'd like to see some of their work, the award-winning, nationally acclaimed work that Royal Coat does, just come on down. I'm Bill Hitchcock for Crystal Coast Real Estate Television. We'll be right back.